insinuations and told me to go fuck yourself and lose my number. I ain't gonna wanna speak to your brown face ever, and I should go back to my own country where I belong to go do unspeakable things to goats. When I told him we have no goats in Toronto, the weather was too cold for them, he got even madder. Fun times. So basically Craigslist before the internet. Cool. Story 7. It was written on a piece of paper way back around 10 years ago. It said to call this number if you're struggling with life. I was 13, so I called the number. We never met, but he had a really sweet voice and I talked for about an hour. Gave me great advice about how the world can be cruel to gays like me, but that the first future will get better. We never communicated after that. If I could meet that guy to thank him even for just a second, I would. Thanks, Mr. Target. That's what he wanted to be called. Story 8. When I was younger, someone wrote "for a good time call" and my number on the playground slide. People would call a couple times a week, laugh, and then hang up. It started to get annoying, so I went over to the playground to cover it up. Someone saw me doing it and called the cops saying that I was vandalizing the playground. I had to explain to the cop that I was just removing my number so people would stop calling me. There's always that one little snitch. Story 9. Okay, so it isn't a bathroom stall, but a hilarious story. Back a long time ago, Paris Hilton had her T-Mobile sidekick hacked and all her contact numbers leaked online. I was contracting some 15 to 16-year-old kid to do a website for me at the time. About 4 to 5 hours before the list went public, this guy building my website hit me up on AIM. Yeah, that's old. And is like, my buddy just did some crazy hack. He got all these celebs' numbers. Bullshit, I said, because at the time, this was unheard of. He sends me a text file with about 150 names. The first one that stuck out to me that I knew who they were was Fred Durst. Rang him up, froze, and then said, "Yes, is this Mr. Durst?" "Yeah, who is this?" I truthfully explained the exact scenario and that my morbid skepticism had led me to dial him up. He said something about him going to have to turn his phone off and actually thanked me for giving him a heads up. After that, I waited a few hours and picked a number at random. Someone I didn't recognize or know, wrong idea. She picked up the phone and said my number was now logged into her phone and the FBI was on the case. Whatever, and she hoped I died. In that exact moment, I knew the list was public. I logged into some MIRC chats and it was story after story of interactions. I don't like his music, but Fred Durst seemed like a cool cat, and I like to think that I gave him a heads up before the shit hit the fan. Overall, teenagers do dumb shit.